Welcome back to your ultimate fixing spot, the platform where we decode ancient wisdom for a modern kick-ass life. So here's the deal for today. Either you set yourself a fixed, expensive appointment with some famous motivational guru, or watch this video carefully as many times as you wish, for free. If something from your inside signals ditching your stale self, listen to it, guys. Get on board with us for Wisdom Express, because it is time for your true self-revival. And if you are thinking the motivational guru may share practical tips with you to become well-known, so let me tell you, they will be short-lived. Because times change quickly, and so do the tricks. But if there has to be something everlasting, it is the wisdom of the evergreen philosopher who was centuries ahead, Friedrich Nietzsche. A German philosopher, essayist, and cultural critic in the 19th century, Nietzsche is widely regarded as one of the most influential thinkers of modern times. His writings cover various topics, such as truth, morality, art, religion, nihilism, power, and the meaning of existence. By challenging the foundations of Western culture, he proposed new values. Some of his major works include Beyond Good and Evil, On the Genealogy of Morals, and The Will to Power. So without further ado, let's discover the formula to find your real self. Friedrich Nietzsche's notion of existentialism. Nietzsche, a pivotal figure in the existentialist movement, played a profound role in shaping the philosophy of individual freedom and responsibility to carve out personal meaning in life. According to Nietzsche, the journey to discovering one's true self is neither a simple nor a comfortable grind. It stresses a withdrawal from the herd mentality, the prevailing societal opinions, and the values the culture imposes on us. Embracing the challenge of self-discovery and associated hardships is also a part of this story. Nietzsche argued that affirming what gives life meaning is essential, even if it contradicts societal norms and expectations. Lastly, he emphasized the importance of identifying one's authentic values, those that resonate with the innermost nature and passions of the individual. To help you understand the theory in a better way, we've dissected it into 4 steps. Let's dive into each of these 4 steps. Don't be a sheep, be a goat. Nietzsche was all about ditching the herd mentality. The foundation of his philosophy was built on his belief that what we've called universal values has always been personal expressions of those who promoted them. So, following blindly, following them would simply mean you side with those who created these expressions. Nutshell? Don't be a sheep. Be a freaking goat. Greatest of all time, you know. It's time to break free from society's rules and celebrate your uniqueness. Why blend in when you have your own beliefs? I mean, if you tell me you gotta blend in because you have no opinions, beliefs, or values of your own, I would understand. But as humans, each one of us has been given solid minds and the capacity to think in every aspect of life. Talking about minds and thinking, it's understandable if sometimes you feel like society will not accept your beliefs or see it as contradicting to theirs. But this too is not a reason worth enough to let go of your real self and join the herd. This is pretty common around us. Your thoughts might not align with the rest of the people around you, but the skepticism of fear of being judged might push you to be in their clan. Now, the first step itself might sound very hard, might feel even harder to practice. But you see, your real self isn't an easy thing to find. It's a big trophy, and it is worth it. This has been beautifully summarized by Nietzsche himself. The individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. If you try it, you will be lonely often and sometimes frightened. But no price is too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself. So next time someone tells you you can't have pineapple on your pizza, tell them you got your own definition of taste instead of murdering your taste buds for the sake of fitting in. From little things to compassion and peace to big values like traditions or rules, don't just accept them hastily. Pause, sit back, and think of it. Ask yourself what is your definition and act upon that. It's okay to be unorthodox and embrace it. Voila! You have learned the first step to self-realization and breaking the societal chains to become your real self. This brings us to the next step: how to be bold, stand tall, and own your real self. Embrace the struggle. Be unorthodox. You see, life's not all rainbows and avocados, but that's where the real growth happens. Take the hard path and grab life by the horns. Challenges are not just opportunities to level up. For every time you put a friend or two down for saying, "No, I don't believe in your idea of democracy," or "I don't think you should fold your laundry right away," rather, let it become a laundry mountain in the corner. You are upgrading yourself in the self-realization, not to mention becoming vocal, bold, and honest. Nothing much. This is what we call the adulting game. This is the second step after isolating yourself from the herd. Remember, isolation costs you a lot. Finding yourself has never been easier, and still, it requires you to fight the challenges with nerves of steel. The peace and strength in knowing you are on an original version of yourself, one that you can proudly own and does not bow down to random people's ideas and beliefs, is priceless. It's like a new version of yourself you never knew existed. As Nietzsche said, "What does not destroy me makes me stronger." This has even been proved by studies on how Nietzsche's idea of overcoming adversity relates to his notion of the will to power and eternal recurrence. Say yes to your own Netflix series. In a world where religion's not the vibe, Nietzsche dropped the gem. Say yes to whatever gives your life meaning. What we chant in today's world as, "Your life, your rules." Create your own Netflix series of self-realization. Whether it's philosophy, art, or binge-watching cat videos, find what lights your fire. And if you're feeling extra, become an Ubermensch. Create your own meaning and take action. Just as Elon Musk chose to build his own school for homeschooling his kids because the universal idea of traditional schooling didn't align with his thoughts on education. You see the swag? Now, obviously, you don't have to be exceptionally rich to ditch the common views and act on your beliefs. It's just as simple as chewing your ice cream and not licking it. It is not about the power or the money. The choice to self-realization comes from your will to be your authentic self and not an Alibaba version of yourself. The question in your mind for the universal beliefs are proof of the chaos that needs self-realization. This turbulence inside you pushes you towards calmness, and that calmness can only be achieved if you follow yourself after ditching the herd mentality. Create your own values. Be the influencer of your life. Create your own values and break free from societal chains, fam. Don't be a follower. Be the influencer of your life. Re-evaluate your values. If they don't spark joy, toss them out like last season's fashion. It's about finding your own path, not the one society laid out for you. This is another life-changing step. It asks us to let go of the stuff that isn't causing a good change. It's okay if your formulation goes wrong. Toss it in the recycle bin and come up with a re-evaluated, better version of your ideas. The ideas that can bring a much better change and improvement. Nietzsche explained it as, "There are no facts, only interpretations." Friedrich's philosophy of finding yourself doesn't come in easy, so before you wind off, watch our video, Become Who You Really Are, to better understand the concept deeper.